here we have an equation that is quadratic in nature. This is quadratic in nature. Quadratic in nature is when the first exponent in descending order is twice the second exponent. So the first exponent would be this one right here, or this one right here, and it's twice the second exponent. Twice the second. Actually, let me just the second. That second one is 2, and the second one over there is 1/2. So instead of saying x equals, we're still going to be able to use the quadratic equation. We're just going to say x to the 1/2 equals. So we just bring that x to the 1/2 here, and that equals, let's see, a is equal to 3, b is equal to -12, and c is equal to -7. This looks so familiar. X equals the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So since we did this one already, I'm going to go right to the answer, well, close to the answer. 12 plus or minus the square root of 144 plus 84 is 228 all over 6. 12 plus or minus 2 times the square root of 57 all over 6. And that's x to the 1/2 equals, x to the 1/2 equals, x to the 1/2 equals 6 plus or minus the square root of 57 all over 3. And now what we have to do is we have to square both sides. So we have to square both sides to solve for x. So when I square both sides to solve for x, I get x equals, now I have to take 6 plus or minus the square root of 57 all over 3, and I have to square it. Now this is going to be pretty complicated if we do this algebraically. So if we do this algebraically, we're going to have a pretty complicated equation. So what we want to do is we want to maybe use our calculator here. That would probably be a good thing. Otherwise, we're going to get really hung up in the math. So if we use our calculator here, I'm just going to put in this value. So let's see. I know I've got a calculator on my I know I've got a calculator here. I just got to type calculator. I'm so used to not using a calculator. We got a calculator here somewhere. There's a measuring tool. There's a calculator. There is a calculator. There is a calculator. I'm going to go to my calculator on my phone or on my desktop. So I'm going to go to my calculator and I'm going to put 6 plus and then the square root of 57. And in the numerator, I get 13.549, and I'm going to divide that all by 3, and I get 4.5166 squared. That's when I do the positive. So when I do the positive, I get this number. So I'm going to square that. Which is approximately 20.3998. Just got 4 digits. This way you know that you've got it right. I've got it right. Now we're going to do a subtraction. So we do the subtraction, 6 minus square root of 57. And then I'm going to take that 7.5498 and I'm going to divide it by 3. Let me try that again. 6 minus the square root of 57. I get negative 1.5498, and then I square that. And I get approximately 2.4020. My 19 is going to become a 20. So 2.4020 if we're going out 4 decimal places.